of a sudden something just cut off. We must continue. Yeah, I still remember your girl Chichi Wachuku in the building. You are highly welcome. Thanks for your support. Thanks. May God bless you. Yeah, we are talking about marriage. Reason why marriage doesn't last. Nowadays a lot of stories, people don't stay in their marriage. So that is the topic that we want to break it out. Try to come out with something and to see how it goes. So reason why marriage doesn't last. So I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. The thing just went off. I was doing the something, so along the line the thing just went off. So I have to continue. So to summarize, I was talking about a lady. I don't want to go straight to start telling you, the reason why marriage doesn't last. I just have to give you some definition why you have to take the right choice and why you don't have to fall into marriage. Don't allow people to deceive you, or why you don't have to condemn yourself. Some people will see themselves like it's late, you know it's late. I don't think that a man will come. No, a man will come at the right time. So that is why you see me, I am doing this, so that you will not be discouraged or see yourself like maybe a man will not come or whatever, that you will not go, you won't get a husband. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that a sister, I was talking about a sister, in case if you watch the part one, so this is the part two of the video. I'm continuing the video. So the lady in question that I'm talking of a lady whom the family was pushing. They wanted her to take a decision that she don't want. So along the line, she did not marry that person that they want her to get married to. She went and married a person, that she believed that two of them can come together, they can plan life, they can come together as a family. So two of them now came together, and they married. At the end of the day, God bless the marriage. So why do I say this? Why I say so, that people that before they go into marriage or before they jump into marriage, they just believe that the man must be rich or the woman must be rich, or there is this particular thing that you have in mind, that if this is what this person must have before you fall into the marriage. And marriage, it doesn't work like that. So that is why you see me, I am doing this. I want you to know that marriage is not like that. I want to finish this topic. Marriage doesn't work like that. Before you go into marriage, make sure you are prepared. Make sure you are really prepared. Don't just see yourself like maybe, oh, I am going because someone abused me, I want to prove to this person. Because many people jump into marriage because of abuse. Someone abuse you, that look at you, nobody's answering you. How much, not to talk of coming answer your hand in marriage. Our people used to say nobody want to prize you. So don't enter into it because of there is this particular reason, because it's you that will suffer it. It's you that will the hard time, during the sweet and the hard time. At times, I'm not saying that we have good part of marriage 100%, but it's good for you to be mature before you fall into marriage. You have to be mature. Don't just jump into marriage because of maybe someone out there. You see someone out there fall into marriage, then you just decide to fall into marriage. Before you go into marriage, my advice is this: make sure that you are ready. That is why you see me, I am giving all this example. I cannot come here and start telling you this is the reason why marriage doesn't last without giving you so many reasons why you must do what, why you must decide to marry someone. In most cases, for you to go into marriage, make sure, number one, that you are ready for it. I used to tell people, and I want you to don't have it in mind is because you people have dated for long. Because of the process, you believe that the marriage is going to last. It's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee. That is why I advise you, you go to marriage. Don't go to marriage because there is this reason. You have this particular reason. That is why you want to marry. No. Don't go to marriage because there is this particular reason. That is why you are going into marriage. No. There must be something like, maybe now I believe that I want to settle down and this man is my man. I think we can come together. We can, or this woman is my wife. I think we can come together. We can plan life together. It must be something that has to do with agreement. It must be an agreement. Because the way marriage, the way you are looking at marriage is not the way marriage seems to be. And I must advise you that it's good to marry. Let no one tell you that marriage is not good for you to settle down. No. If you see someone that, that is serious, someone that really say, okay, I think we can come together. I'm looking for a wife, or I'm looking for a husband, or maybe someone might connected you to somebody. You don't know the person. Don't say, oh no, I don't know you. I cannot just, If you see the person and you like the person, maybe facially you see the person, then the next thing you will do is for you to seek the face of God. But before you go into it, you have to make sure that determination, you have determined. It must be something, yes, I'm ready for it. That is just what I used to tell people. You must be ready for it. If you are not ready, don't go into marriage. If you are not ready, make sure you are ready before you go into marriage. That is where I am driving to. Make sure you are ready before you take a decision. Likewise in life, you don't just take a decision because someone out there, you see someone out there take a decision, then you now said, okay, I'm following this person. Following someone to take a decision might even be a wrong step. It might be a wrong thing. Maybe you are following this person, you just decide to follow that person. You just decide to follow the person. You don't even know whether the step that you are taking is the right step. Then at the end of the day, you can even end up regretting, and that will not be your portion. That will not be your portion. So I am here to tell you that marriage is not just something you can just decide to take a step just like that. Before you take a step, make sure you do what? You seek the face of God. The only person that can really advise you, either discourage you or advise you, is what? God. If you seek the face of God, you will not make a mistake. You seek the face of God, you pray and you ask God to direct you. But don't just take a decision on your own. I've seen a lady, why she's still single is because of what? It's because of what? Because the man, the kind of man that she wants, she's not seeing them. She look at this man, she said, no, this man is not my class. And that this man is this, the man don't have this. No, please, I cannot. And the next thing I have to put, I want you to have this in mind again. Have it in mind that we are not the same. There are people that God created that they will marry a rich man. There are people that God created that they will marry someone who is not rich. By the time you people come together, then God will bless the marriage. I've seen it happen. Many people got married to poor man or poor lady. Some boys will tell you, some people, they will tell you that I'm looking for a rich woman. Some lazy guy will tell you, I'm looking for a rich guy, a rich girl, or a rich woman. No. You can even still be young, but maybe your wife that God kept somewhere is even bigger than you. I've seen a poor guy that married a rich girl and they're living peaceful. But what I am saying and where I am driving is for you to find out where you belong. Find out where you belong. Because if you find out where you belong, then you will take the right step. You will not take the wrong step. The decision that you will take, it will be the right step. So it's very important. I have to do this so that you will not take the wrong decision. That is it. Then now, let me go to the next step. The next step I want to talk about now is what? The reason why marriage doesn't last. The reason why you see marriage, people don't last in marriage. That is a step, that is where I'm going now. The main topic of today, reason why marriage doesn't last. Do you know the reason? You see, before you take a vow or before you go into something, try to find out what you are going into or what they tell you to do. Try to find out if you can stand it or not. Don't just say, okay, like maybe you want to buy a land, then they will give you condition. Don't forget, I'm talking about reason why marriage doesn't last. You want to buy land, they will give you condition. The condition they will give you, you have to go through the condition if you will accept the condition or not. So you have to look at the document. Then you find out if this condition they gave to you is fine, if you can accept it. Then if you look at it, you said, okay, fine, I can accept this condition. Then you go ahead and buy the land. Because you have already do what you went through it. They will say, have you just this is our condition for us to sell you this land or for us to sell you this house. Go through the condition. Likewise, even in Europe, before you sign a document or before you get a job, they will tell you they will give you their rules, and regulation for you to go through it. Then you will go through it, then you will now say, okay, fine, I can't fulfill it, either yes or no. Nobody will force you. So I've already talked about marriage. Now, what am I talking about? What I'm talking now is what? Reason why marriage doesn't last. You see, the reason why marriage doesn't last, some of us, we are the cause of it. How do I mean? How I mean is this. You see, there is a vow that people used to take during the time of marriage. For better, for good, for better, for worse. In trouble, in riches, in poor, in riches. You see, when a pastor or a priest or is wedding you, there is this vow that you must take for better, for good, and for better, for what? For poor. So after taking that vow, then what is in it? And what's the next step? Some churches, they said they are no longer saying for better, for worse again. They are saying for better, for good. Because they are saying it like for better, for worse, destroy so many marriages. You see, in a church, you have taken a vow that for better, for worse, for better, for good. What is the meaning of better, for good? I have to break it in a way you will understand. For better, for good is this. If everything is moving well, that's the meaning of for better, for good. If everything is moving well, you people are happy, everything, that's better, for good. You will stay with the man. Then for better, for worse is what? If there is a misunderstanding. That's the meaning of for better, for worse. And remember the vow that you took in the altar. That altar, you took it for better, for worse. You will stay there for better, for good. But when the worst started to happen, you see many people will carry their back and run. Many will say, no, I'm no longer, I will not. Many will say, no, it's beating me. Many will say, they don't used to stay in the house. Many will say, it's no longer taking care of me. Many will say, no, yeah, he just changed overnight. Many, no, he changed. Whatever the mother told him is what he's doing. No, I can't do. I cannot die before my time. We agreed of this, but now it's no longer. He changed because he thought he has gotten everything. You start giving some excuses which you're not supposed to. You start giving so many excuses which you're not supposed to work like that. You start saying you will no longer stay in the marriage again. You can't stay there. See. You start saying so many things. Which you're not supposed to be like that. Before you take a step, before you take a step to leave your husband, I know that I'm not saying that there are some men actually, that there's something else. But you see, what I'm saying is this. Try to remember your vow. The vow that you took. Because it's not by leaving the man. You can leave the man tomorrow. Then you will not go and look for another man. The same mistake comes. Or you continue doing the same. Then at the end of the day, you start asking, why is this thing happening to me? I've seen someone, they say she got married to the first man, it doesn't last. Second one, it doesn't last. Third one, it doesn't last. Then number fourth one now, he started moving out skater, looking for church. So that is why you don't just conclude issue just like that. For a large percentage of women, marriage is like landing a dream job, then a couple years later demanded. For a large percentage of women, it's like landing a dream job, then a couple years later demanded have ownership in the business that held you. Family law overwhelm favor women. Yeah. So thanks for coming, my dear. Thanks for coming. He make a point here too. He said for a large percentage of women, marriage is like landing dream job. That is how they reason. But it doesn't work like that. Then a couple years later, demanding have ownership in the business that held you. Family law overwhelm favor woman. You see, magneted voters reason. A recent Broken Institute's poll show women into 84% of divorce. Let them sink in. Yeah, that is what they have in mind. That is what they have in mind. But marriage is not like that. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work. That is why I first of all, the part one, I don't know what happened. I tried to define what marriage is all about. You see, you don't put on wedding gown. After the wedding gown, you take a vow for better, for good, for better, for worst. For better, for good, for better, for worst. You now said yes. It is 84% show it like that. You are right. You are right, because why it's like that is because they did not really go through it to find out what marriage is all about. So that is why the part one, I was doing this video along the line, the thing cut. I have to continue the video because I know that if someone will later come to watch it, the person will be blessed. Just like what he just said, for a large percentage of women, marriage is like landing a dream job. Yeah, that is what they believe. But they don't know that it's like school. I told them marriage is like going to school. Going to school until you graduate. But some people, just like what she said, some people they just believe that along the line, just like what he just mentioned, then a couple years later demanded have ownership in the business that held you. That is why I said you don't. And then there's another thing I talk about. We have this thing. We just what he just said. We have repercussion. We have repercussion because if you married a man because of maybe the man, you believe that the man is rich. You said that I will just marry him, then I will just divorce him and share his property. The property will never last. The property will never last. Divorce in the Western world is specifically designed to protect the interests of women at all costs. A wise man, yeah, it's I can't see it very well. Divorce in the Western world is specifically designed to protect the interests of women at all costs. A wise man once said, "Never sign a contract with someone who get paid to break it." The wise man said, "Never sign a contract with someone who get paid to break it." So that it's of course, that is just what I said. Before you get a job, you must sign a contract. They will give you, what I understand is that it's just that if you don't understand what marriage is all about, that is why you see marriages are having a lot of challenges. You are right, my brother, you are right, because many people see it. That is why you see me, the part one of this, I try to give definition about what is marriage. And for you to take a step, you must be ready for it. Just like what my brother just said, many people jump into it. I've seen it happen. Many people just jump because they might see that this man is very rich. Many people, when they look at it, they don't even like the man. What they like is the wealth, the riches of the man, which is wrong. I have over 9 figure in diaspora income, no debt, good health, no kids. What is missing from my life? Yeah. Desperate income, no get. So that is it. You see, that's why you see me. I am doing this. Why I have to continue. You have to make sure you are ready for something before you get into it. Don't just, marriage is not about putting on wedding gown. It's not about putting the vow that you took. Try to fulfill that vow that you took, for better, for worse, or better, for good. And before you go into marriage, which is some people see like maybe, wow, if you see marriage like, just like what my friend just said now, I have to be reading it for people who are coming, because he made a reason. Say reason for a large percentage of women, marriage is like landing a dream. I like this point. Reason for a large percentage of women, marriage is like landing a dream job. Then a couple years later, demanding have ownership in the business that head family law owner whelmed for favor women, something like that. You made a point here. You see, if you have it in mind that your reason why you are entering into this marriage is because the man is rich, that is the problem why you see marriage doesn't last. Because you have already concluded that you are going into this marriage because of the money, and you see yourself like, I'm not losing. Even if the marriage just gets spoiled, I know that I'm going to gain something. That is where he's driving. And he said that, he favor in Western world, he favor women so much. It's not like in Africa. In Africa, if a woman said, I don't want, they will just carry only the bag that you came with. They will carry that bag and go and keep you to your house. It's like you go to court. Even if you go to court, the way they will do it is not like Western world where we are here, that they will share the thing into two. They will even give the woman everything. But it's not like that in Africa. It's not like that. In Africa, you lose. You don't get. What you will get is just, and if the man is even rich, the worst of it is that if the man is rich, the man will even use money to buy both the judge and everybody. Everything will work for the man favor. You will not even get anything. So, but Western world where we are, just like he said, he favor women. So that is why I'm doing this video. Everything is not about wealth. Everything is not about money. Everything you can, you one day you will die and leave it. So why will you jump into marriage because of money? Why? It's better you take the man that you don't want. Like the lady I made the part one. I made this example that I gave. The lady, she live in US. She says I'm thanking God. Thank God I did not take the step I was planning to. She was 19 years, a man was coming. The man promised everything. According to, she said the man, wow. The man was very rich. Very, very rich. But she thought of it. She said no. She said no, money isn't everything, but it is something everyone keep track of. Yeah, that is it. That is it. That is why if you start believing that money is not everything, you see, even generally in life, if you start believing that money is everything, then you will make a mistake. It will even affect you, even in life, in life generally. A woman who loves money will not be comfortable with what, even a man. It's very rampant in Africa. You see men, they will not want to work. They just believe that manna will fall from heaven. It doesn't work like that. Then at the end of the day, they will not end up regretting, start doing what they don't supposed to do. So, but if you are this type that, like me, I'm a hardworking person. If you check, majority hardworking women don't make mistake in marriage. I mean it. If you are this woman that you are a hardworking person, you like to work, you like to take care of yourself, you are this type that you like to achieve your own goal, you will be looking for a man that you people will spend the rest of your life and have peace. But if you are this type that you love someone who is very rich, you love money, that is why greedy, I call it greedy, because greedy can lead you to do what you don't supposed to. You start doing what you don't supposed to, start taking a step you don't supposed to take, and which is wrong. But if you are this type that you know that you are comfortable with yourself, you are very, very comfortable. I mean, I don't think that greedy can make you to start saying, okay, you know that yes, in marriage, you just have to look for happiness. Look at the man. Is this man likewise a woman? I mean, don't capitalize on what you see or what people told you. Some people will tell you the man is hiding. This man is very rich. The man is this, the man is that. Then at the end of the day, you will go, you don't see the money. Then you start fighting. No peace. Then you end up regretting and start saying, I didn't be, I know. And that will not be your portion. Don't jump into something that you know that at the end of the day, you end up regretting. I made this lady, I started the story. You go to the part one of the video. She ran away she saw money and she ran. She refused. The sister was just pushing her. At the end of the day, she do what? She now married her maid, someone who is not even rich. But as I'm talking to you, they're very comfortable. They have everything now. They are now. You see why this life is just someone. They are the one now that is feeding everybody. Then yeah, this is just someone that when she started with the man during the dating, the guy was just a graduate. The guy don't have anything.